Let's check in with Tom Skilling, find out if we're going to get warmer weather soon. Hey, Tom.
Yeah, it is going to moderate next week, guys. Now, understand, we've been way below normal, so coming back to seasonal, which is what we'll do next week, will put us in the 30s, but it doesn't remove the threat of some snow at some point. And also, when you melt snow in this kind of warm-up, you get a lot of stratus clouds oftentimes. Tell you one thing, it's still cold tonight. We've got a couple of cold days ahead before those temps moderate. We did make it to 27 today, and what's interesting about that was the high in Dallas, Texas. How about that? How often is it that we equal Dallas, Texas's high at this time of the year? And there's plenty of cold air, as you can see. What we're going to do next week is cut off the direct flow out of the Arctic, so that ought to improve the temperatures some. There you see the wind chills tonight. Not a lot of wind, but enough to make it feel a little bit colder than that 19-degree temperature. Wind chill is currently at 10, and southeast winds are blowing at 7. Highs today actually made it into the 20s around the area. 27 here, 24 at Midway. We had 61% of our possible sunshine today, so that was nice. And we're compacting the snow. You know, that came down as fluffy snow, full of air, and so as it sits there, it settles. We went from 26 inches depth at Midway Airport yesterday down to 22 inches today. That's still way up there, and 11 of the past 13 days have been snowy. 9 of them have been measurably snowy, which ties a record for the most number of measurable snow days in a row here in Chicago. Now, will we get 1/10 of an inch by midnight? That's kind of problematic, so we'll probably stick with the tie and not break it. But look at this. This is what happened last night under those partly cloudy skies with the new snow cover. 16 below Kankakee, Sugar Grove, down to 15 below. It was 8 below in Geneva and Plainfield, Huntley and Joliet well below 0, and yet it was above 0, 6 and 7 respectively at O'Hare and Midway here in the city. And tonight is 9 in Aurora, but basically teens in the city itself. Coldest air is out west. We have low wind speeds tonight, if there's any wind at all. And where there is wind, there are wind chills in single digits to, about 12 above, even 16 at Joliet. Well, the expectation is that we'll have cloudy spells tonight, tomorrow night, and even into the day Friday. It might be partly cloudy Friday. There'll be a bit of light snow later tonight and tomorrow, but it's off and on and shouldn't amount to a lot. A moderate temperature downturn will follow the uptick to 28 tomorrow. That moderate downturn Friday and Saturday, but not on a par with this Arctic stuff that we've been dealing with. And you can see a fair amount of cloud cover during the day tomorrow. A little let up in the afternoon could allow some peaks of sun, but there won't be a lot of it. Now, here's what's interesting. We have snow in the forecast Sunday afternoon and night, and after that, a switch to more seasonable temperatures. That'll be milder than we've been, averaging about 20 degrees above the average for this week. But with warm-ups this time of the year, with lots of snow on the ground melting, you'll get lots of cloud cover, and we're not totally free of the snow threat yet. In fact, one of our models brings a weather system in Wednesday night, Thursday that we'll have to keep an eye on. There you see the temperatures and how by Sunday and Monday we're only 3 degrees below normal instead of these double-digit 20-degree plus deficits we've had going. And this pretty well lays it out. These are full-day departures from average. We're double digits below average on Friday and Saturday. Then Sunday we begin to moderate with the snow in the forecast in the afternoon and evening. And then we go just a touch above normal next week, which will feel a whole heck of a lot warmer than what we've been dealing with. There you see the northbound area of snow coming up in our direction, so that's what we'll be awakening to tomorrow morning and getting off to school or work, what have you. There you've got the high-resolution forecast of snow cover tomorrow morning, and then more scattered light snow during the day tomorrow and into tomorrow night, and even Friday could see a few flurries, but it shouldn't amount to much. Those are expected snowfalls by morning, and by evening we haven't had a lot to it, so about a half an inch, 3/4 of an inch of snow. There is a big storm. That's the low lifting out of the Gulf of Mexico, and you can see its clouds northeast bound. This thing has hammered Texas again with another round of wintry weather. And there's still winter storm warnings down there and through the deep south, but they extend up to Philadelphia and close to New York. There's there's a winter weather advisory in New York and flash flood watches south of it. So this isn't a monster storm, but it's riding the jet stream in and could produce some messy conditions in the big cities. There's the flow next week. Different than what we've been seeing, and that after this cold air and the blue and light blue right there, we get into more moderate Pacific air, though we could mix some Gulf air in with that and bring some snow in or a wintry mix toward Thursday of next week. But at least the daytime highs will be in the 30s, and nighttime lows won't be near as cold. No sub-zeros next week. Clouding over in the short term tonight, not as cold. Some light snow possible late tonight, low down to 17, and winds on the late side tonight. No blowing and drifting of this snow. During the day tomorrow, cloudy spells, and it'll be cold, but warmer than it's been at 28 degrees. A few spells of light snow or flurries. Could be a peek of the sun at times, especially in the afternoon. Again, the wind's not terribly strong, 3 to 11. Partly cloudy, maybe a few flurries tomorrow night, low down to 8 above. So that's that reinforcing chilly air that will hold us to 20 on Friday under a partly cloudy sky. And it'll turn windier as the day goes on Friday. Saturday still cold, but Sunday clouding over, and snow could develop in the afternoon or at night. Could be several inches out of that system. Then we go partly cloudy to cloudy on Monday and Tuesday, and same thing on Wednesday with 30-degree plus temperatures. How about that, guys?
Yeah.
You know we're desperate when that sounds good.
I know.
Low and mid-30s.
Desperate we are.
Yeah. Guys, I'll see you after 10. We'll
See you
talk some
then.
more about what's ahead this weekend and next week.
Sounds
See you
good,
then.
Tom. Thank you.
Pictures, too.
Okay.
See ya. Bye.
Still ahead.